Hey folks, Vic here with your weekly trade video for Friday, July the 4th, 2025. Happy Independence Day to all of our American friends. Before we dive in, I want to quickly touch on something that comes up actually quite a bit, and it's the fear of getting scammed in the trading world. And it's totally valid. I mean, there is a flood of information out there. Social media, can be a bit of a sketchy place. And I got an email today from someone saying that they liked what we offer, but they're still cautious, and I absolutely get it. And just hang on, I want to show you what this person had to say. Yeah, here it is right here. He says, I've been interested in learning trading, specifically day trading, for quite some time now. Since I'm very familiar with social media, I've been reluctant to buy any trading courses because the risk of getting scammed is just too high. I'm not looking for a get-rich-quick scheme. I'd rather learn everything there is to know about trading and what it truly involves. I've tried to learn as much of the basics as I can, but I still have a long way to go. I'm currently on episode 49 of your podcast, Forex Trading Coach Podcast, and I've now decided to give it 100% no matter how long it takes. That's why I'd like to join the Coach's Corner. By the way, there's a link to our podcast in the text below this video or in the email that you received. So yeah, great comment. And here's what I told him. I let him know that we started the Coach's Corner, or I did, back in 2006, 19 years later, right? And we're still here, still helping traders. And I think that longevity should mean something. It should say something. Last week, getting to this video for this week, I covered Darko's trading plan, which is a critical tool for consistent results. You have to have one. This week, we're going to look at how to take that plan and actually apply it. And this is where consistent profitability becomes possible. It's a simple formula, but it takes discipline and strong psychology, right? By the way, in the comments, let me know what's been the biggest struggle for you when you're trying to follow a trading plan. Let me know. I'd like to see what you have to say. All right, let's get into it. And if you can hit that like button, it really helps out. We'd really appreciate it. Thanks. Okay, so like I did last week, I'll go through a trade, and in this case, it's going to be a scalp trade. I mean, lots of people like to trade short-term like this. That's fine. The approach that we teach in our services can be used for any style of trading. So this will be a shorter-term, what we call a scalp trade. And again, if you don't have a trading plan already, you can get Darko's for free by becoming a CC Starter member, which is absolutely free as well. There's no obligation. We're not going to, phone you and hound you or anything like that. And there's a link to becoming a CC Starter in the text below this video or in the email that you received. So let's go over this. And so we have our trading plan, and what we like to see is two time frames trending in the same direction, up or down. And in this case, because we're trading a scalp trade, our time frame combinations are weekly for the bigger picture. We don't trade off the weekly, just to see what's going on. Then we use the daily 4 hour for our higher time frames, entry on the 15-minute time frame. When you look at this, well, first of all, let's look at the weekly. Is this trending up or down? Well, pretty obvious. It's going up. Higher highs and higher lows, right? Goes up, comes down, goes up. All the way along it's been doing this. So that's great. If we go to our daily chart, this has been doing the same thing. And we had this huge move up here like this. Not even any pullbacks. And it's still going up. And it pulls back here and now it jacks around a bit. And now it's broken into new highs here. So we'll see what happens here. Pulls back to where? Old resistance. Now looking for it to become support. Go down to the 4 hour chart. How does that look? Well, this thing's going straight up as well. Comes back into this level, by the way, which is right here. That's the one I just showed you on the daily chart. Look at this. I mean, this is a great level. Now, is it going to stop there? Oh, who knows? That's why we never guess. We let price tell us. It hits it. It does this. It reacts off of it. That's good. That's this bullish candle here. So now we're going, we're licking our chops here, thinking for a trade. So the thing is on this trade here is that we're now, see what we're doing here? We're trading a currency pair that's trending nice and strongly. We're using our daily the fact that our daily 4 hour have identical necklines. That's always a really nice thing to see And this is like really where you want to get in down here somewhere. This is the same significant neckline or support resistance level, whatever you want to call it. And because they're both trending together, this is where the patience comes in. Price has to come down, down, down until it hits this level. And don't get sucked into trying to make a trade because you don't want to miss the next move up or whatever. Listen, let it hit and have a trading plan. Here we go with that trading plan again. Darko's trading circle. You want to see a pattern down here. What's the pattern down here to get long? Well, we didn't get an ACAT, or we didn't get a swing break rotation up in here or anything like that. But there is actually a trade on here. I'll just tell you about that in a second. But it just never pulled back. When price broke this high, because price went down, it rallied, it dropped, and when it rallied above it or across here, this would have been ideal if it had pulled back a nice retracement with a low stop. It just never did it. So I don't want to just cherry pick out these trades that make all these big moves and that, because this is reality trading. I mean, it just may not happen. So you wait for price to pull back, wait for a pattern. Never happened. And when you get in, these are the kind of trades you can leave alone because you're now trading with some big momentum behind you. Okay. The interesting thing about this trade, by the way, is that it is a scalp trade. It's also what we call a day trade. And when we have daily levels being hit like this, right, we can then go down to our 1 hour entry time frame. I'll just change this 15 into a 1 hour. And this is what we call, because we're trading in alignment with all the higher time frames, this is what we call a set and forget. And you could actually just simply buy it here. I won't get into that right now, but I'm just saying that there are other ways to get into these trades. But we only have 3 patterns, which makes things pretty simple, pretty easy. But we have, they have to be happening in the right conditions. Okay. So anyway, that was, and then as it goes up, had we been filled, now you got to look for taking profit, and that's really important. This trade management part, if you've been filled down here, you don't want to cut this thing off at the knees. Like, let it go. This is trading with the higher time frames, and when you see levels like this or like this, these are places to look for taking profits, and those are be really juicy, because when you get in on a smaller time frame with small pip risk, the reward risks can get really nice and juicy up when it goes up like that. So, by the way, just as a sidebar, sometimes, and I kind of hesitate to say this, but I'll just tell you anyway here. Sometimes markets go into a ranging mode, like they're not trending. Well, we can still trade that using the same basic approach, just trading pure price action. Support resistance levels and patterns. I'll just quickly show you. There was one today, the Euro Swissy. Euro Swissy, is that what it was? Yes. Look at this. I mean, in the upper right here, this is a daily chart. Like, this has been since April, and it's just been bouncing, pinballing between these levels in here. And on the 4 hour chart, you can see the same thing. Like, just don't ever be afraid to zoom your charts way out and see, hey, what's really going on here? Well, this is like, like I say, it's just, you got these levels between here and down to here and back up to here and down, and it just keeps bouncing off them. When price comes down to them, like it did right here, right, what do? Well, you look for a reason to be buying. And you're going to want to see, we don't have a set and forget situation with these, because our trend, we're not trending. But what we could look for is ACATs and what we call ACATs and what we call a swing break rotation. Here's today, July the 1st, as I'm recording this. This came all the way down, nothing to do on this red candle, but look what this next candle did. That's a pin bar reversal. That's one of our ACAT trades. So when we see that, there are various ways to get into that, but what we really liked on this trade is that, just 1 second here. Oops, I got the wrong time frame on it. Put the 15-minute chart back on. What did it do? Price hit this level, it rebounded, and then it went even lower, and then went up and broke this high. That's structure damage, comes back, we buy a pullback, and here's the move up. And this is just, like I say, pure price action trading, where we're not trending anywhere, but it just it just keeps bouncing off these levels and gives us a setup at one of them where we have coincidental necklines, like on the daily, even on the weekly. In the upper left, we have the weekly, the daily, the 4 hour. Pretty pretty good setup here. Okay, so yeah, hopefully you found that useful or at least interesting. I hope. And again, be sure to get your own free copy of Darko's trading plan by joining our free CC starter service. So just remember, having a solid trading plan is step one, but the real key is having the strength and the confidence to actually follow it. And that's where most traders struggle. And it's exactly what we help with in our community. Okay, so if that sounds like something you need, feel free to check us out. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, if you got value from this, or a like or a comment really helps us reach more traders like you. Alrighty, see you next time. Take care. Have a great weekend.